What's up, everybody? John Eric Pauli here with my MMA news, and today's guest will be fighting in the co-main event of UFC Charlotte. Those fights, of course, this weekend. He takes on Anthony Smith. Pleased today to be joined by Johnny Walker. Johnny, nice to see you again, man. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. By the way, I like the Google on the background there.
Oh, big fan of Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
All right. Have you seen the newest season of The Mandalorian? I got through the first like two or three episodes, but I didn't finish it out.
not yet. I just finished the last one. I can't wait to
Oh,
see.
okay, yeah, the first two seasons were great. This last one, like I said, I'm still catching up on it, so that'll be a conversation for a future date then here for us to discuss more about the Mandalorian. But anyway, man, let's get into the fight stuff here now today. I do want to actually start going back to your last fight. What a way to start off 2023, getting a huge knockout win over Paul Craig. Just talk about that performance and just how great it felt. I'm sure you had to be absolutely thrilled with that performance.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm very confident on my ground game, on my striking, my condition, everything. So Paul was a really high level opponent. He just he one of the guy that submit the champion now, right? Jamal, he won the champion. He broke his arm. Actually, he's really dangerous fighter. So I'm very proud to finish him the first round without getting damage. So just show the level that I am, and I'm getting improvement every day, every fight, and get better. So I'm very proud for the last two fights.
Yeah, right. You mentioned there, right? Your last two fights. I wanted to bring that up too as well. Momentum is a weird thing in sports. Like a lot of people are believers that winning becomes contagious, just like losing could become contagious. Do you believe in that type of a thing? Like, do you feel that after these last two wins, momentum's on your side? You've never felt better in your career, and you're just gonna keep riding this hot streak here?
Uh, I don't believe in superstition, bro. I believe in hard work. You know, if you work really hard, commitment, consistent, with a lot of discipline, you don't have to complain of the outcomes. Whatever comes, I'm gonna be happy because I couldn't do better. I did my best, so whatever comes, I accept and be happy.
I gotcha. And I want to ask too, what's been clicking in this stretch recently, the last two wins here? Has it just been, just being more comfortable over in the system over there in SBG Ireland? Or is there something that you changed differently? Or things just kind of started going your favor? What's kind of been, the secret sauce here for the last two fights?
I think I get more comfortable with John Kavanagh, my head coach, and I set up a good training camp there as well. It takes time when you get to move to a place. Now I'm 3 years there, so now it's my base, my home is Ireland. I live there now, and then I set up a really good camp in training, so I have all of everything that I need. Wrestling coach, jiu-jitsu, MMA, striking, so strength conditioning. So it's perfect now. Before when I get there, I was learning about the coach and understand what I need to do, make some moves. And then now everything's perfect. So just have to keep doing the same thing. And every time, of course, if you can improve, you try to improve every day.
I would say SBG Ireland, fantastic gym, been for a long time. They're producing a lot of great high level athletes out there. Let's go here now, while we're on that topic here. Training camp, I know, is officially wrapped up. It's now fight week. You're in the hotel there in Charlotte. How was the training camp for this fight?
I was really good. And I have very good high level guys that help me train there. I use Rafael, my Brazilian friend, very, very long friend. He fights on Octagon. And I use Will Fleer that fights on PFL, Calmo fights on Bellator, like a lot of high level guys from different organizations. And there's a lot of really, really good training. I train wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA. Like I'm ready for any kind of situation. So I'm happy with the company training. And now fight week, you just have to recover. It was really tough. I trained really hard. So now I just have to look after the weight, do a little diet, some cardio to keep the body active and have fun Saturday.
And one thing though, from training over in Ireland, I know for some fighters, obviously they travel over to the United States for fights. It could be a bit of a pain in the ass, you could say. But you told me not too bad, especially with the fight being on the East Coast. Travel wasn't too bad coming over here. Just talk a little bit about that, that travel, and if it had any impact or not on you.
Not this one.
Yeah.
If it was in Vegas, it would be like more hours. So usually when I fight in Vegas, I came a little bit early. You know, I do few sessions there like, of training. You know, I organize something to adapt my body with the weather, with the time zone as well. But here the time zone was a big difference, so I adapt already for the time zone, and so I come not very early this time. Usually I come 10 days or more, but this time just in the fight week, so it's good.
And you mentioned before about nutrition and about the weight cut, just being the final steps here before fight night. I did see on your Instagram, I believe it was on, you posted a photo 2 or 3 days ago of a meal and you gave a shout to your nutritionist. And I have to say, man, you look really healthy. You look really comfortable. Obviously, there was a lot of food, all healthy food, but a lot of food, it seemed like in that photo. Just how's the weight cut been going? I mean, you look fantastic ahead of the fight. I'm sure it's not going to be that big of an issue.
Yeah, weight cut is hard, but it's easy. It's easy because I'm tough. I don't care whatever it takes. I'm gonna do. You know, I don't give a fuck. I don't complain. I cut for like 110 kilo, like I'm very heavy, you know. So, but I do the diet for like 2.5 months, and I'm fighting 365 every day, whole year, you know. I always eating healthy, I always training, so I do a long diet, you know, eating healthy, change my body composition. I have a really good nutritionist, so I eat a lot of healthy food, you know, and then make my body like feels great because it's healthy food every day. You know, I don't eat garbage. I don't eat nothing processed. So it's just pure raw food, you know, and very healthy. So it's a longer diet. I can't wait to have a little bit more like freedom to eat something, you know, but not because I want to eat like some trash food, but no, just because I want to eat a little bit bigger portions, you know, and come back with my own weight. The cut is I'm very close to the cut already. There's 7.5 kilos, I think. So it's pretty easy, but my body fat is very low already, so I don't have much from to cut. This is I have to do a long uh, diet for like 2.5 months.
Like I said, you look fantastic from the photos you've been sharing on Instagram. You can tell that you're really healthy, really fit in shape for this fight. So, looking forward to seeing it. Let's talk now, though, a little bit more about that fight. Anthony Smith as an opponent, just what have you seen out of him? Obviously, veteran of the sport, been around for a while, former title challenger. Just what are you expecting out of him on fight night?
Yeah, I like to. I think it's time for me. You know, I'm on this race for a long time. You know, I get close to the belt and title shot a few times already. I was on the way, then I stepped back. You know, now is the third time that I'm on the way again. Get a top five guys. So I'm learning a lot for the last few years. You know, and I'm happy to have a high level guy to fight. So it's gonna just show that I'm ready for next step, you know. And he's a high level fighter, and I can't wait to test myself and show everybody which level I am.
You mentioned there about the next step. I wanted to ask too, just with this match being 5 versus 7 here, obviously a win most likely gets you into the top five. That kind of puts you where you're in that essentially really one big performance away from a title shot there. When you look at kind of like the landscape of the division here, do you have like a future kind of mapped out here how you want to approach things going forward, or you just simply just dialed in focus on Anthony Smith and just taking care of business Saturday night?
I'll take care of business first, but of course, my plans became champion. No, I want my rematch against Jamal Hill, so I have to work hard first, get my chance. You know, show everybody that I deserve. Then I move forward after. But now it's just focus on Anthony Smith. After that, we can discuss anything further.
Like I said, man, we're looking forward to this fight. It's going to be a fun one. I know the fans are buzzing about it. It's a great card. Everybody is super excited to see it this weekend. Just one last thing, though, before we wrap things up for the today that I have to ask you about. The last time we did an interview, you were just getting ready to get married. I know you've been married, obviously, since. Just how's married life been going, man? You seem really happy.
I'm very happy. I have my dream girl. You know, my life is amazing. I'm very grateful. I'm healthy. I have a beautiful, sexy, smart, everything that I want in a girl. She is. You know, she look after me. She help with my diet. She reply my mails. She bring me up. You know, she set all my life. So the best thing that I did in my life is get married. So now I just have to. So I'm done in life, Now I just have to have fun on the way to the top.
Great stuff, man. Obviously, work life's been fantastic. Personal life's been great for you too, as well. It's nice seeing it, man. Really happy for you. Just last thing now before you head out for the day, social media, so people know where to follow you at. You have any management, sponsorships, anything like that that you got to give a plug to? Floor is yours.
Of course, I want to say thank you for my only and biggest sponsorship at Platin Casino. It's really big. It's really, really good for me. They help me so much. And my social media, everybody knows Johnny Walker. If you guys want to follow me and support me, and I was here. And I'm going to put the show on Saturday for you, my friends.